Today I'm going to review Thirsty Affiliates WordPress plugin. All right. So, and just for reference, right, what I'm going to cover in today's video mostly is the Thirsty Affiliates Pro version. There's probably a lot of reviews, there's a lot of information out there for Thirsty Affiliates free version, but I'm going to just show you, how much value the Pro adds to the free version. I couldn't find such a video when I was buying the tool, so I thought, it makes sense to create a video ourselves. All right. So, what is Thirsty Affiliates? It's basically a WordPress plugin to to cloak your affiliate links, and as well as manage your affiliate links overall, and then provide reporting on the clicks that you get on your affiliate link, and that's usually helpful when you know when when you have a blog, or you have a YouTube channel and you're working with a lot of affiliate links, right? And you want to kind of verify the data between what the affiliates are paying you and what you're seeing on your own end, right? And that was actually one of the reasons why I got Thirsty Affiliates myself, right? That first of all, I wanted to kind of organize my affiliate links a little bit better. And I'll get to that in a bit on how you can do that with Thirsty Affiliates. But I wanted to kind of manage my links in one place. And the second thing was, which is probably more important, was to get some kind of visibility into my clicks, right? Like visibility into what was driving referral signups, or signups with the affiliate programs that I'm with, because what's I don't know, it's good or bad, but most affiliate programs do not provide you, a lot of data about where you're getting your signups from, what page is generating the signups, what, video is generating the most signups, right? And, you know, if you don't have clarity on that, you're kind of, you know, shooting in the dark, right? Like, it's an information hole, right? And so that's why Thirsty Affiliates kind of gives you all of that data and much more. It's a pretty powerful tool, and I'll just kind of explain you how it works, right? So Thirsty Affiliates works quite simple. So I'm right now in my WordPress dashboard, right? And so I've installed the Thirsty Affiliates plugin. Now all you have to do is you just go in, click on new affiliate link, okay, and then basically add your affiliate link, and then what it does is it basically creates all of these cloaked URLs, right? Now the reason why this is helpful is because when you know when, let's say, for example, the software company or whatever product you're promoting, right, decides to change their affiliate platform that they're using, right? Maybe they're moving from Impact to Partner Stack, or something else, right? The affiliate link will change, right? Now imagine how much of a headache that will be if you have hundreds of thousands of posts, right, where, or even 50 posts, right? Imagine going to each and every post, just finding anywhere you've mentioned the product and then changing the link again and again, right? And that's where Thirsty Flits makes that simple for you. You can just change the URL here, right? The new affiliate link, and then wherever you mention the cloak URL, it just automatically starts redirecting you there, right? So it just reduces a lot of that manual work, which is what I really really like about Thirsty Affiliates. Then I think and then once you kind of have all of these affiliate links kind of put in there, it can now start showing you some very powerful data. All right, so let me just kind of give you some examples of that, right? So now a lot of the features that I'm going to explain today actually come in the pro version. Okay, like the basic version, or the free version is you know it basically has an affiliate link cloaker, an affiliate link manager, and just some very basic reporting, right? So but if you're a serious affiliate, you should totally consider the pro version. So I'm just going to share some of the pro features, right? So this, what you see here, is a pro feature, right? It basically gives me, on a high level, how many clicks I've gotten on a particular affiliate link, how many I've gotten in the last 7 days, and how many I've got in the last 30 days, right? So it just kind of gives me a good idea of which affiliate links are going pretty well for me, right? So for example, Brain FM is doing fairly well, Copy is doing fairly well for me, right? Now if let's say I want to kind of dive into the data, right? So this is actually my second most favorite features, or I'd say even my favorite features about Thirsty Affiliates, where the reporting is just super good, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a time frame of the last 1 year. Okay, let's take 1st of January to 31st of December. All right. Now it's gonna show me how my affiliate clicks have grown. Okay. Now I can segment this by a particular affiliate, right? So let's say I want to see all of my signups from Brain FM, right? So I can see that this is also kind of growing. And then if I, let's say, if I want to compare with like a competing tool, right? Let's say I'm promoting two tools with the same functionality and I'll see which is performing better. I can do that. I don't have any competing tools. I only recommend one product, for any functionality. So, but if that is the case, what you can do is you can basically compare the two, right? Like which is performing better. So this gives you an idea on like a kind of on a very very high level, like how things are kind of moving. Okay. um the second thing within reporting is you can see the geolocation. Okay, so where are you getting all of these clicks from, right? So, and again, this can be segmented, based on, so many levels, which I'll explain it to you in a bit. Right. So you can see here that, all right, I'm getting a lot of signups from Germany, United States, Singapore, Lithuania. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. Um, India, Netherlands, France, right? So it just gives me a good idea, right? And then the last thing is stats table, which kind of gives me like a running timeline of how the clicks are going, right? So these are kind of like my latest clicks, and it basically shows me from where these clicks are coming from, right? So for example, for example, for this Podia link, right? I got it from like a recent article, right? And sometimes, obviously, you might not get a click from anywhere, right? Like it might come from, I don't know, somewhere from LinkedIn or something. So then it's a little difficult to find the page referrer, but in most cases there will be a blog post, right? um but of course you must be thinking, right, like it's a little bit difficult to just see this data, and then go through it one by one, right? Of course you can always filter by a certain keyword, right? So let's say I want to see all the Brain FM referrals. I can see that here, right? But what it also allows you is to export all of this data, and then you can kind of do things your way, right? And I tend to do that if I'm kind of doing a deep analysis of like what's working, what's not, right? So when I export my data, the data that I get from Thirsty Affiliates kind of looks like this, right? It gives the IP address, date, country, link name, referral, cloak URL, all of that, right? And then what I do is I basically run, a pivot table, and then I try to see that which are my articles that are driving the most amount of clicks, right? And then I can kind of even start segmenting it down into like, which article generated which click from where, which country, right? Like there's a lot of powerful things you can do. And then if you want to go even one step further, right, like sometimes the affiliates basically provide your timestamp of when some referral became a customer, right? And you can kind of correlate sometimes with the data here that, all right, at this timestamp and at 16:55, this person kind of clicked on my link on Brain FM, and then at I don't know, 15:05, 15 or 15:10, it converted to a customer, right? And you can draw parallels out there, right? So that's where this is quite helpful, because you essentially get out of that information hole and start getting visibility into your revenue. Essentially, you start knowing where your affiliate revenue is coming from. And this is so powerful for me because when I kind of started looking into the data, right? Like normally, what I think is that, all right, I might be getting a lot of signups because I've put this affiliate link on a very popular article that's getting a lot of traffic, right? And when I actually looked at the data, what I noticed was that that was not at all the case. I was not getting any customers from that article, but I was actually getting customers from a relatively smaller article, that was starting to get some traffic and that was getting a lot of conversions, right? And so the immediate thought in my mind was, oh, I need to rank higher up for this article. I need to create more of these articles, right? And when you kind of get that visibility, then you can kind of know exactly what needs to be done, what pages need to be prioritized, what keywords need to be prioritized, what what should be a future strategy, right? Even for other affiliates. And that's why this is super powerful, right? Now let's kind of get to some of the other features that you can get to it. Like what I just explained were kind of my favorite features, where probably I get like 80% of the value, but there's a lot more that you can do with this. Again, everything that I'm explaining right now, all of this reporting functionality actually is in the pro version, not in the free version. And that's why I honestly didn't find a lot of value in the free version. Um, the next thing that I like in here is, you can actually set up event notifications. So for example, if you start seeing a lot of clicks on an affiliate link coming, you can basically set up an alert that, hey, if let's say you get more than 10 links, more than 10 clicks on an affiliate link in the last 24 hours, drop me a message, right? And then I can just go in. If, perhaps your website has gone viral, perhaps your website is ranking number one, perhaps your YouTube's gone kind of viral, right? If that is the case, you need to maximize at that time, right? So, and this gives a pretty good, like event notification for you to kind of make that change. Then, let's talk about, some of the settings, the things that you can do, right? So, first is one more feature that I really like is the auto linker. So the what the auto linker does is, any you can basically set up a setting where anytime a certain keyword is mentioned, let's say for example, I love using Brain FM, right? And anytime Brain FM is mentioned in any of my articles, right, I basically can, automatically, I can let Thirsty Affiliates know that anytime Brain FM is mentioned, you just link it to my Brain FM affiliate link. Or anytime, some other tool is mentioned, you link that. And then you can kind of customize it that don't do it more than, three times three don't link more than three keyword mentions across the website, right? All of these things can be done, but it again reduces a lot of um, manual work, right? So for example, you might have an article where you mentioned a tool and you've mentioned that tool many times in many articles, but you hadn't signed up for the affiliate program, and then later on you did. Instead of going into every article and updating your affiliate link, you can basically just do that in one go, right? It's you can just set that up, and then all of your previous articles will automatically be updated with the affiliate link. Okay. There's a lot. And then I think what I'll talk about is like the fifth thing that I absolutely love is that Thirsty Affiliates is it works pretty well within your WordPress editor as well, right? So let me just show you in 1 second. All right. So if you want to, let's say, add your affiliate link, you don't have to go back to your, Thirsty Affiliates and find the link and copy paste. What you can do is you just click here, right? Let's say, for example, you know, this is a demo of Thirsty Affiliates. Okay. And then I can just click here. This is the Thirsty Affiliates link. And I can just write, let's say, copy here. I just click in here and it just copies it. Or you can even just copy it directly from there, right? So, it just makes it super easy. While you're writing, you just start adding your affiliate links, and that makes this super powerful. Um, I guess the last thing in here would be that Thirsty Affiliates actually provides a lot of features for Amazon users, for Amazon affiliates, right? So essentially, you can, set up, like I think one of the things that I like about Thirsty Affiliates for Amazon affiliates is that you can basically set up geographic redirects, right? So if someone clicks on your affiliate link, and if let's say that person is coming from the UK, it'll direct you to the Amazon UK link. If they're coming from India, they'll be sent to the Amazon India link. If they're coming to the United States from the United States, they can be redirected to the Amazon United States link, right? And so that ensures that no matter where your visitor is coming from, you still make some kind of revenue from it, right? Now, there's a lot of features in here. I don't want to kind of go deep into it, but I have explained you like the majority or probably the most important features that would be relevant for you as an affiliate, right? So these are the things that I like about Thirsty Affiliates. Now, what do I not like about Thirsty Affiliates, right? Um, I think the first thing, and I think this is probably the only thing that that can be improved about Thirsty Affiliates, is that while I think all of this reporting is great, right? I ultimately, to get a lot of the insights, I had to export this data, go into my sheet, create a pivot table, and I have to do this every single time I have to do an analysis, right? I would have loved to kind of have all of this data within here and like see, reports like, oh, where am I, which, referring URLs are getting the most clicks, which, affiliate program is performing better, which has the best traffic to click conversion rate. Like these are things that would be nice to have in Thirsty Affiliates, but I mean, it doesn't have right now. It's not a deal breaker, right? It just adds more steps in the way, right? But the good thing is it provides that functionality, right? Like you can always export that data and do that. So I think that that's completely fine. And I think that's majorly it. Like I don't see, and I think the other con that I see is that because it's a WordPress plugin, anyone who has a blog that's not on WordPress, you can't use Thirsty Affiliates, right? So I feel for the people who are using Webflow or Wix or Squarespace or Card, like unfortunately Thirsty Affiliates is not for you. So I think it'd be great if they can provide for the other platforms, because WordPress powers 40% of the websites. I get that, but 60% is still kind of underserved. um i think that's I think those are the only two cons that I basically see in this. Now let's talk about the pricing, right? So Thirsty Affiliates is actually one of the most affordable affiliate link management tools out there, right? So it costs, somewhere about, 159 per year, which roughly comes out to be what, 12 $13 per month, right? They always have, some kind of a deal. So for like $80 a year, it again comes down to something like, $6 7 per month, right? Which is pretty good. For $6 7 a month, you're getting just, you can basically increase your affiliate revenue by 30 40%, right? So it's definitely the most affordable. I looked at some competitors. I think the most popular ones are Pretty Links and Get Lasso, and I think those were quite expensive. Like those were like Lasso is something like $40 per month, which is too expensive. Like for me, like I don't find that worth it right now. So that's another pro about Thirsty Affiliates, right? It's one of the most affordable WordPress or affiliate link management plugins that are out there. So I would highly recommend you consider it, right? So my final thoughts on Thirsty Affiliates. First of all, the free version is nice. The pro version is a monster. Like it's amazing. You should totally get it. Okay. Um, in terms of like the most important things that I liked in here was that I think the affiliate link tracking works perfectly. The reporting is pretty great. It gives me exactly what I want. It provides some nice features within it, like auto linker and Amazon affiliates geo targeting and and event notifications, right? But I think most importantly, it's the most affordable affiliate link management tool out there, right? So if you're considering buying affiliate table, sorry, not affiliate table, Thirsty Affiliates, please, 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 uh, definitely buy it. At least try it for a year. I think it's totally worth the 50% off. I have an affiliate link below if you liked my review, and I hope you have a wonderful day.